Okay, so in this video we're still looking at STP, and today we're talking about positioning. So just a reminder, segmentation using the 4 different areas, targeting, 4 Ps, and positioning. So we're going to focus on today using a perceptual map. Perceptual map is quite easy. It's about drawing two axes, a horizontal and a vertical axis. And then what we do once we've drawn the axes is we label them. A lot of books will label them using price, so we can see low to high price, and quality, low to high quality. Now the problem, if you label them price and quality, one is indicative of the other. So you tend to get everything sit within this diagonal axis. So please, 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 if you are one of my students, do not do this, okay? I do not like price and quality. I think quality is too personal, and I think price and quality is also too indicative of price. You know, if you buy a top for £3 and it doesn't do well, what do you expect? It was a £3 top. Okay, so price and quality are too well linked, so don't ever do a perceptual map of price and quality. So I'm going to use my favorite topic, chocolate. Okay, so what you've got to label it, I said don't use price and quality, is you've got to find things that you think your customers will value. Okay, so I've looked at smooth and crunchy, so you have smooth chocolate and crunchy chocolate. And I've also looked at things that are filling or a treat. So do I want my chocolate bar just because I'm on the go and I'm replacing a meal, or it's something maybe after meal just as a little sweet treat for myself? So they're my different dichotomies. Smooth and crunchy, so is it a nice smooth chocolate or a crunchy chocolate? Does it fill me up or is it just a light treat? And then I find the chocolate bars and put them on here. So there we go, my filling crunchy. I've got a nice Snickers packed with peanuts, very nice. You know, it's a slogan at the moment, hungry, grab some nuts. So it really tries to push this filling side of it. And the crunchy comes from the nuts as well. Also in there, I've got a Twix. You know, once again, the biscuit gives it the crunch, and because it's the biscuit, it's quite filling. Notice there that just because they're in the same category, they're still ranked slightly different. So for me, a crunchy is slightly higher, a Snickers is slightly more filling than a Twix. And this is the other problem with a perceptual map. It's down to your perception. Other people might think differently. For other people, a Twix might be more filling than a Snickers. Okay, so be careful. It is a bit on people's perception of the product, and that's where an issue lies. But let me fill in the rest of my gap. So there we go. I have a Mars bar, quite filling, quite smooth. A Milky Way, quite smooth and more of a treat. And once again, is this more because of how I was brought up as a child? When I was brought up, the Milky Way used to be advertised as a sweet you can eat between meals. So it really helped to, you know, focus that it doesn't fill you up. So it's more of a treat rather than a filling meal replacement. There we go, that's a treat, and crunchy is Maltesers, but one could argue it depends how much. That's a standard bag, that is, you know, quite treat size, but if it was a big box, maybe more of a meal. Well, I've got a Galaxy Caramel there as well, quite smooth, not quite as filling as a Mars bar, etc. So remember, when doing a perceptual map, it's as simple as drawing two axes, left and right, but the good point is to label your axes. That's when you will get the demonstrate the higher understanding. If you choose things that people actually, your customers care about, that will really help you with your perceptual map, and it helps you to identify where your product sits amongst its competitors.